Hi, my name is Jessica and I have no idea what I'm doing. I really don't. Today I am trying out a new filming method which I already think I don't like, but we'll see how it goes. Let me know if you like it better or worse or don't care. Today I'm going to finally be testing out, what is this? The Nomad, I don't know, there's Aurora Cruise here, there's Coastal Cruise here, and then there's Ocean Cruising and, oh, no, Ocean Cruising Destination. What? Oh, so Sunset, okay, so Sunset and Aurora Cruise. No, Sunset and Sunrise, and this is Coastal and Aurora, whatever. Point being that the more shimmery palette, okay, is supposed to go with this little pink highlighter thing, and then there's like the matte, a little more muted palette that goes with the more like golden bronzy highlighter. I've had these a while and I never got to try them out. A lot was going on, including my knee surgery, which I'm healing up pretty nicely from, thankfully, but that means I just never got to try these out. By now they're like 2 palettes past this. They're old, I guess, but they're new to me and I still want to try these out, and maybe you still want to see it. So this one is the Coastal Cruise one, and this is, like I said, more matte and more muted. Like, it's still somewhat colorful, but not in your face. And then we have the Aurora Cruise. So packaging is slightly different. This one's a little more vibrant. This one's a little more subdued. And this is what I saw first. I was like, I have to have that. I really hope it works out for me because, as we know, or as we might know, I have MGD with recurrent chalasia. So when I look at this, this looks like a totally different formula than usual. This looks very flaky, high pigment, glittery. Like, this looks like a nightmare for my eyes, and I'm hoping I'm wrong. You just missed me drop half the stuff. Yeah, the more I look at this, like, I was gonna do one look on one side and one look on the other side today, but I can't do it. I have to do just one on one side, pick the side I'm gonna sacrifice, and see if I have a reaction to this, because this really just, they're gorgeous, but in terms of my eye issues, frightening. But we're gonna start with mattes anyway, so if I can only get one look out of this, it's gonna be blue, right? So we're gonna go with the blue ones first. Yeah, let's see. I think I'm gonna start with whatever this is. This is my Odin's Eye shader brush. So this is the other one, the Coastal Cruise. And I think I'm gonna start with Cool Current. This like matte dusty aqua, if that's a thing. And I'm gonna put that on the inner half of my crease and like transition area. I'm regretting that brush choice. Oops. It's, yeah, it's not as, like, pastel as that. It's definitely deeper, and it's murkier, which I don't love. Let me try this one. What is this? The Odin's Eye crease brush. Maybe on the same shade. Let me see if I can pack it in some areas just to make it a little bit brighter. Lighter? No, just makes it darker. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna just try to blend out the top here a little bit. This is not going well. Definitely not going well already. Okay, well, then we're gonna go into Quiet Wake, am I even in frame? So what I'm doing is I'm using my iPad instead of my phone. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. This is like a blue-gray shade, and this is gonna go on the other half of my like crease and transition area. And I'm gonna blend it in to the middle. This is a mess. It's too far like in here. And I was just about to say, I don't know how that happened. Yes, I do, because I used too big of a brush. Then I'm going to take my IBY crease brush and I'm going to go into Open Water, which is like a deeper blue-gray color. And that's going to go deeper in the crease. And will I take that all the way in? I think I will. I don't know if that's gonna help. Probably not, but we're gonna do it. This is terrible. This is really bad. It's okay. It's makeup. We'll live. I think, what should I do? Can I save this look? I'm gonna do some Open Water on my pinky. And I'm gonna put that on my outer corner. And I think I'm also going to take my BH Cosmetics brush with a 6 on it, go into the same shade, and just kind of fill this little gap that's happened, which might be the shadow, but might be me, so. I'll flick it a little bit, try to get a different shape. This looks really bad. Can't all be winners. I don't think it's the shadow though. I think it's me. Okay. Then do I want to take, I definitely want these two in today's look. I might throw some of this one in there too, because why not at this point, right? Okay, so I'm going to take Celestial Glint, which is kind of like a blackened purple. That is exactly what that is. I'm going to put that on like the outer third, kind of. I don't know if I like that. I feel like I don't know. I feel like they don't, like I think they were supposed to kind of go together, but I don't know. I feel like they don't. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Then I'm going to take Ocean's Crown, which looks absolutely gorgeous. What is this? Oh, it's like a kind of like a turquoisey blue, but like there's also a hint of periwinkle blue, and then there's like that pinky lilac shift over it, or like iridescence to it. It's gorgeous. I'm going to put that in the middle of my lid. That is so pretty. I don't know how well you can actually see this. In person, it's definitely darker than I want it to be, but like you can see the shift. Then I'm going to take Prism Tide, which is the only one here that does not have like a chunky glitter to it. I stand corrected. It did not appear to be that way. See how the formula for this one is way different than the others? But when I put my finger in it, that's what we got. I'm going to put that on the inner third of my lid, and I fear that this matches way less than I thought it was going to. I mean, it's pretty, but it doesn't match. Again, I don't really think this is the shadow. This is me picking maybe like the wrong colors to go together, and also using a too big brush from the start. Even though I don't think I like these mattes with these shimmers. That is part of the problem, I think. Okay, well, if we came this far, we're just gonna keep going. So I'm gonna try to clean off that shader brush a little bit. And I'm gonna go into Dancing Sunlight, which is like this beigey peach color. I'm gonna use this as my brow bone highlight. It is pretty, it's just, A, it's in my eyebrow, and B, it's mixing with the blue that I brought up too far, and that's making it look kind of yucky. Then I'm gonna take it on my finger. It's like a dazzling sand, like kind of thing. Is that what it's called? Dancing Sunlight? Same thing. No, I feel like it's like sandy beach type of thing. And it's gonna go here in the inner corner. Wow. This would make a nice highlighter too. I'm gonna try to blend that a little bit more, because right now it just looks like a big chunk just hanging out. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with this look. In terms of cheeks, I guess I'll leave this one. I'll leave the pink one for another day, if I get another day with this. And I'm going to use the more neutral one. So the more neutral one is called Sunset Cruise. And this is what it looks like. How cool is that? I'm seeing like a slight green flash in here. But I don't think you can see it. I mean, at this point, I might as well just go ahead and look like a full clown, right? So I think I'm gonna see if I can use this whole thing as like a bronzy, glowy thing. Doing real well today. Yeah, so there's like a copper, like a bronze, like a gold, and like a white, not a white, like a lighter gold. So let's see what happens. So I guess I'll take my Too Faced Mr. Right brush and I'll go on the darker side. Oh, it's not coming off. Excellent. And I think I'll just kind of go like this and hope for the best. See if anything happens. I think at least it'll be like super duper shiny. That might happen. That might be a thing. I mean, there's definitely something here. I did it again. I don't know if I'm just out of practice or like this is just me at this point. I've definitely done better, but I don't know if I've done worse. Again, I don't know if you can even see anything. I don't know if I like this camera. I see like a little something here. Like it doesn't look bad yet. I'm sure if I go in the natural lighting of my bathroom, I'm sure that will change, and I will absolutely show you what that looks like. So now I'm just doing my forehead. I feel like there's just sparkles everywhere. I mean, again, this is not what this is supposed to be used for. But here we are. I'm trying it so you don't have to, but like, you wouldn't have tried this because you're smarter than me. Oh, that's definitely too much on my nose. I hate that. Oh, I hate it. But that's definitely a me thing. I do not, under any circumstances, like nose highlighter. I can't say that I like it on other people. I definitely don't like it on my like giant toucan beak. Definitely not. Whatever. So I'm going to take, I think, the lighter shade. That's got like a gray beige cast. That's not what I was hoping for. I mean, aside from the fact that that's probably just too much, I don't know. I don't think I like this. I mean, it's just makeup, whatever, but I was so excited about this collection. Well, I'll let you know how this wears and what it looks like later, which is probably going to be even more garbagey than it looks now. And let's get those other shots of me in natural light. Yeah, I mean, it's not awful, but it's not good. Definitely not good. Okay, so despite me not liking the, I guess, color combination and placement that I chose, the look did wear well. I mean, the mattes kind of like faded some, but the shimmers stayed on pretty well. I didn't really notice too much spreading or creasing, so that's good. It's been 2 days and I don't see any issues going on with this eye, so I think we can at least say that the shades that I used were safe. Will all of this be safe? Ow, probably not. So we'll see. I'm gonna still stick with this eye like one more time, and I think I'm gonna do some greens, and yeah, we're gonna play with some of these greens. I'm probably not going to like the colors I pick again, but here we are. First thing I'm going to do is take my IBY crease brush, not the Odin's Eye crease brush or the Odin's Eye shader brush. I'm going to start with Crystal Fog, which is a matte, like mint color, and that is going to be my transition shade. Yeah, these are, seems like the pastels are darker than they appear. See that? That's what it looks like in the pan. And really it's lighter looking than in the camera in the pan. But whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna clean off the brush. Just try to blend this out a little bit more. I feel like I still took this too high. I feel like I should have kept it here. Whatever, nothing I can do about it now. So, I think I'm gonna use the same brush and I'm gonna go into Driftwood. Kind of like a sage. And I'm gonna put that deeper into the crease. Pretty, just I don't think it's gonna match the shimmers and just not what I was hoping for. Then I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics brush with a 6 on it, go into Ocean Depths, which I don't know, I'm trying to cover the other shades. If I cover the other shades, I feel like it looks like a gray. Only with this does it kind of look like a dark green. I don't know. Let's see what we get. I'm going to put this in the deepest part of my crease. Okay, and apparently a little more because my name is Jessica and I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know, I feel like I'm having a little trouble using these, but I don't know if it's me or the shadow. Or let's say it's definitely me. It might also be the shadow. I'm going to take a little bit of it on my pinky. I feel like it's a gray. And I'm going to put this on the outer corner of my lid. Very hard to tell. Like I said, with the other colors here, it makes it look more green. I'm going to try to just, let me get my brush back. BH Cosmetics with a 6 on it. Let me put some in this gap and then try to flick it upward. Better. Okay, let's go in here now. Ugh, so pretty. What do I want to do? I'm going to use this one, Tidal Reflections. I'm blind. It's kind of like an olive, but kind of like a bronze brown. Maybe it's a bronze brown. Let's see. It's very chunky. That's a bronze. Yeah. I'm gonna put that on the like outer corner of my lid. Pretty, just dark and neutral. Then I'm going to take Morning Mist, which is this gorgeous aqua color, like a seafoam green. So pretty. This is going to go in the middle. Ooh, look at that. It's very luminous, very shiny, very bright. I like that a lot. It almost has like a gold to it, like a light gold. Very, very pretty. I like that. And then I'm going to take Sea Glass, which is the lime green, which you know I love. So that is too chunky, too much. I don't know what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna put it on my inner third. I mean, it's very pretty, but in terms of how this is gonna wear and stay, I don't know about that. I don't hate the lime green with the seafoam as much as I thought I was going to. I was gonna do it anyway, but I actually don't hate that. I like it. I feel like, I don't know how well you can see now the two colors distinctly, believe it or not, but I feel like there's a nice gradient where it gets like a little warmer to a little cooler and then into the neutral. That is very pretty. I think I would prefer it with, again, with like brighter mattes, but it is pretty. Once again, I'm going to, this time I think I'm going to use my finger though. I'm going to go into Dancing Sunlight, that like sandy color. And I'm going to put that on as a brow bone highlight. Very pretty. And a little bit on the inner corner as well. Okay, see that chunk just sitting there? Very chunky. I'm gonna try to blend that out more. Better. Very pretty. Let's see how this wears. And then, I know it doesn't match, but it doesn't matter at this point. I'm going to use the pinks, if I can find them. Here they are. The Sunrise Cruise. So I'm going to attempt to use this as a blush. I'm going to take my Too Faced Mr. Right brush, and I'm going to go on the darker side. I did it again. Did it again. Still not tapping off too well. Okay. And here we go. I don't know if you can see it. I can see it. I would say it's more like a pink highlighter, which that's what it is. So I don't know. I have to look in the natural light and see what I think of that. I'm also going to use this lighter shade. Okay, so even the lighter shade, like it looks like it's white, it's really not. You see that? It's like that light pink. So yeah, no. I feel like these are more like blush and bronzer toppers, these two things, which is a shame for me because I thought these were more like blush topper / blush to highlighter. On my skin tone, definitely not. And this one, I mean, that would have been cool if it was like a bronze or a bronzer like to a bronzer to like a bronze lighter. What do we call that now? I don't know. To a highlighter, but I mean, maybe what they wanted was to get like a golden-ish highlighter for everyone, like all skin tones, like you can kind of pick. And same thing with like a pinky highlighter for all skin tones that you could pick. So I get it. It's just not what I was looking for. I was especially banking on these because even if, you know, the eyeshadow palettes don't work out, like these should work out for me, but nope. But anyway, yeah, this is a really pretty look, and we'll see how it wears and if I have a reaction. Yeah, no, there's not really any color to this. It's just like a pink highlighter, as you can see. But you can see the eye look maybe a little bit differently. Pretty. Okay, so the greens wore well. Today I am in all orange for a bladder cancer walk. So I'm definitely going to use some of the oranges today, maybe all three. And then I'm going to back that up with the neutrals. So I don't have my other brush right now, it's inside. I'm not gonna go get it. So I'm using my IBY crease brush. I'm gonna go into sand prints, and I'm just gonna use this to set my eyeshadow primer. Not as nicely as it would have been if I had used a different brush, but it is what it is. Then I'm using the same brush and I'm going into Cruise Deck, which is a tan, and that's going to be my crease shade. That's my mother in the background talking about the bladder cancer walk, which I'm going to attempt anyway. I may need to take some breaks because I am still recovering from knee surgery. I'm doing overall well, thank God. I think I can handle a walk. I think it's supposed to be about a mile or so, and I have been able to walk that, so we'll see. It's not like I'm running, racing, sprinting, just walking.
You gonna be ready soon?
That one came out better than this one. I don't know what happened over here. Let's try to fix that. I mean, better, I guess. Then I'm taking my BH Cosmetics brush with a 6 on it, and I'm going to go into Hidden Treasure. Even though Evening Horizon might work with that. Yeah, it probably would, but I'm gonna go with this one. I'll do the pinks another day. And this is just going in the deepest part of my crease to add some dimension. So, I mean, I think you know my feelings about these palettes so far. The tones of the matte one, they're not for me. The formula, I don't know, I feel like some of them are like darker than they should be. Oops. The blend is not as easy as I'd like it to be. I mean, the shimmers, it's pretty diverse, but I wish there was more diversity. Like, do we need 4 pinks and 3 oranges? No, I don't think so. And only 2 blues, that's a crime. I don't know if the palettes necessarily go together. Yeah. I don't know. But we're going to take Hidden Treasure on my pinky, and we're going to put this on the outermost corner of my eye. Try to shape that a little bit. Part of it's me. I know. I'm aware. Well, this was supposed to be a bright orange eye. Now I think it's going to be a smoky eye now. Oops. I'm going to take my IBY crease brush, clean it off, and just, again, try to shape this a little more. I think that's as good as it's going to get. Now, I have not had any reactions so far, which is great. We're going to see if that changes today. I am going to put it on both eyes and just say a prayer. We're going to start with Sparkling Sunset, which is probably the second most dangerous shade in this palette for me. Alright, so something of that tone might be notorious for eye irritation. And I'm going to put that on like the outer third-ish of my lid. It's gorgeous, but it's quite flaky. And again, just that like fluorescent orange tone might be too much for my eyes. Then I'm going to take Golden Hour. This one looks a little bit smoother and a little bit more golden, and like softer. Boy, is that pretty though, like a monarch's wings kind of thing. And that's gonna go in the middle of my lid. I don't know if I love these two together just because of the texture difference, but they're both very pretty. I like that one a lot, actually. And then I'm going to take Dancing Sunlight, the one that I have been playing around with in like every look, and I'm going to put that on the inner third. And just each one of these I'm kind of blending into the one next to it. This has now become, like, because of the brown and because of this shade, it's now like a wearable orange eye. Like, there's just a little hit of it. I mean, I prefer more orange. I may put some more orange, but yeah. This palette, I guess, the two together can be versatile in that way that you can tone something down if you wanted to. This is too toned down for me, but it is what it is. Okay, this video has taken entirely too long to film, and I mean, like, from start to finish. It took too long to start filming, it's taken too long to get through all the filming. Yeah. Whatever. We're gonna finish this up, we're gonna keep going. What did I even do last? Oh, I did the peaches and like the orange and whatever. Yeah, that was good. What we have left is all the pinks and then like the two, I hit myself in the face. The pinks here and then, I don't know, a purple, pink, and the kind of green but kind of purple. I don't know. These definitely don't all belong on the lid at the same time. I mean, you could do whatever you want, but like then you kind of lose the effect of like one being like special. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna put everything on at the same time. So just to to finish this up. We're going to start with the IBY crease brush, and I'm gonna put the pinks on this side, I think. You couldn't tell this video took too long because I've gone through a couple hair changes. Not good. All right, so I'm gonna start with this one, First Light. It's like a neutrally rose kind of color. This is going to be my transition shade. I haven't had any issues with this palette so far in terms of my eye issues flaring up because of it. I still, like, pinks are notorious, you know, so the pinks are gonna go on this eye. We're gonna sacrifice this lid because this is the worst lower lid, but this is the worst upper lid. You shouldn't have a worse eyelid. Like, I feel like that's not like a thing, but when you have MGD, it is. Okay, then I'm going to take the next one, Harbor Rose, which again, this is like almost like a terracotta color. And this is gonna go deeper in the crease. And bring that first one up high enough, but whatever. And this is pretty, like a warm neutral pink situation. And then I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics brush with a 6 on it, my phone vibrating somewhere, and I'm going to take Evening Horizon, which I think that's just like a rosy brown, and we're going to put that even deeper into the crease, and I think we'll leave it just on the like outer half of that. Yeah, trying to do this fast, making a mess. These are pretty shades though. Anyone can wear these, you know. Then I'm going to take a little bit more and I'm going to put that on my pinky, and this is going to be the like outer corner color. Just trying to brush that upward with my finger. There we go. So we have a little more defined pointed shape. And then let's see what we got here. So on the pink side, and then I think that means we will have done everything. No, I don't think we've done this one. Okay, well, I'll figure it out. On this side anyway, we're gonna start with Summer Spritz, which looks like a nightmare for my eyes, but we'll see. This is like a fluorescent, shocking pink shimmer. Yeah. I'm scared, but here we go. So this is gonna go on like the outer, I mean, it's pretty, but that's going on the outer, like third. By the way, since this has been going well so far, I am now considering getting the new one that just came out. It's like all shimmers, all duochromes, and I know that sounds like a wild idea because I'm already nervous about this one. But if this goes well, and the, what was it, like the Royal Orb something, my phone, what was it, like some sort of Royal collection, they were like all mattes except for like 5 duochromes, like those do okay with me. So if these go well and those go well, maybe this all shimmer palette will go well. That's kind of a risk though, and that's $79, I think. Okay, Mermaid's Tail. So this is nice. This is like a bubblegum pink with like a blue iridescence. Something we've seen definitely in the past from brands, but like maybe not recently. Ooh, that is so pretty. Look at that. Very, very pretty. The blue is, it's a strong shift. Kind of reminds me of like Buxom La La Lavish, but this is more pink than purple. And oops, I don't want that chunk going into my eye. And I mean, this is chunkier, glitterier, if that's a word. Okay, as much as I just want to put that on the inner lid, I promised we would go through all the shades as of today. So Shimmering Pearl, that just kind of looks like a neutrally rosy kind of color, but I have a feeling it's going to be just really vibrant. We'll see. This is going to go on the inner corner, or rather the inner third. Yeah, it's pretty, but I mean, compared to that one, you know, this is more for just metallic lovers or maybe pink lovers. This one to me takes the cake over that one. But nice to have both. Pretty. Not, again, not how I would wear it normally. I would have taken the blue and pink one here and just put that in there, but that's okay. All right, I like that. Again, fingers crossed. The damage will already be done by the time you see this, if that's the case. But yeah. All right, the other side. Let's switch back to the matte palette. Oops, try not to dig my finger into it. All right, so now we have some cool tones. We have like a gray, like a warm gray, grayish, and then a black there. So let's start with the IBY crease brush again and go into Dusk Veil. And that's just going to be the transition. This is really light. Oh, okay, it's building now. See if I can bring this up a little bit higher than I did the other side. Then I'm going to take Twilight Time, and that's going to go deeper into the crease. And then I'm going to take the BH Cosmetics brush with a 6 on it, go into Silent Abyss, and we're just going to keep that once again on the outer half of the innermost crease. I feel like this is not like a super deep black, but it might be buildable, like you might be able to get it there. I, for one, don't like a deep black. I like a softer black. Not many eyeshadow colors that I'm afraid of. Black is one of them. Red is another. In terms of my MGD, no, I'm afraid of like all eyeshadows. But in terms of like what colors I like to wear, no, red and black I'm most afraid of. I'll wear anything else. Give me all the blues, which most people are not into. But yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to take Silent Abyss again on my pinky and put this, oh yeah, see, it can go deep. I'm going to put this on the outer third outer corner. And good, I already got that shape as I was working. And then, how are we going to do this? Let me double check here. I think the only shades, yeah, I think the only, because I even used the purple, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did one day when I did these, right? Okay, so here's how it's going to be. I'm going to use Emerald Jewel, which is this green. Is it like a tealy green to a purple blue? Maybe. Let's see. Pick some up on my pinky. Yeah, not a strong one. Like, it's that color we've all seen. It doesn't seem to be a strong one. But let's see. I'm going to put this on like the outer third. Alright, I take it back. It's pretty. How much shift is it? Okay. Again, never mind. I take it back. Then I'm going to take Harbor Lights, which this looks like a mulberry to tealy. Like, does anyone remember, what was it? Phone again? It was like Ciate, maybe. There were like these little, like little pots of like cream eyeshadow, and like some of them kind of looked like moldy because they had like these white like splotches in them, but like they were really holographic. It looks like one of those that I had, or also, what was it, Kaja? Kaja. They had like these little squeezy tubes of like shimmery shades. It kind of looks like one of those too, if you know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna go into that, and that's gonna be, yeah, look at that. And that's gonna be my middle shade here, so the middle of the lid. Very pretty, exactly what I was hoping for. Definitely looks like those other shades that I just mentioned. I don't know how well you can see it, but I can see it. Those two go nicely together actually, because this is like maybe a lighter version, and then this one probably doesn't go with it, but this almost looks like a darker version of that, and also more purpley. Aurora Gleam. I feel like this one, as well as that one, are also ones we've seen in like that Too Faced Life's a Festival palette. Like I said, I feel like there's shades in here that we've seen before but haven't seen in a while. All right, so that one I put on the inner third. Phone again. This, wow. I mean, honestly, this is pretty. You could even wear like them like this. Like I said, my preference is to let like just one or two shades stand out. But I mean, you could do whatever you want. This one's not my favorite just because it's less luminous. And like, I'm not a fan of like warm purples on me. But yeah, everything honestly has been pretty. This, again, as long as the rest of these wear nicely on me too, but honestly, most of these did already. I like this. I do. I know I said some things about like the color choices. I still wish most were more vibrant, and that maybe, you know, not so many oranges, not so many pinks. We could have done with some more blues, you know what I mean? Or maybe something with, I don't know, yellow. I don't know, but this is still pretty nice. This one, you know, this is just, it's not for me, you know? Probably my favorite shades to work with here were these. I like the tone of them, and I like the blendability, where you saw that I kind of struggled with some of these others, maybe not matching what's in the pan, or what is going on? Or like just not being the tone that I wanted, but I don't know. I feel like that's at least somewhat of a me problem, you know? Okay, so let's do, ooh, how am I gonna fit all these swatches? I don't know. Well, gotta try. So for the Aurora Cruise, here we go. Shimmering Pearl, Dancing Sunlight, Morning Mist, Prism Tide. Ooh, those are so pretty. I should have done like the green and the blue together, and like maybe that, and like that's all pretty. Harbor Lights, Mermaid's Tail, Golden Hour, Sea Glass. Wow. Ocean's Crown, Aurora Gleam, Summer Spritz, Sparkling Sunset. If this one, like, pink ruins this for me, I'm gonna be upset. Tidal Reflections, Emerald Jewel, and Celestial Glint. Oops, did you see that? A lot of chunks, a lot of fallout on that one. The thing is, some of these textures are like hard and chunky, but you saw I did eventually get them onto my eyes. They did pick up. Okay. I'm like in the camera. Here we go for these. First Light, Sand Prints, Coastal Fog, Cool Current. These are, I mean, these aren't as fun. Dusk Veil, Harbor Rose, Cruise Deck, Driftwood. Quiet Wake, Twilight Time, Evening Horizon, Hidden Treasure. Ocean Depths, Open Water, and Silent Abyss. Try to bring them into the light a little bit. And then we do have these as well. Let's see. How can I do this? What if I did kind of like this? Kinda. And this is Sunset Cruise. And what if I did that like here? And then what if I did this one kind of like that? And went like this. And this is Sunrise Cruise. Alright, that's it for today. I hope you have a good day no matter what it is you're doing. Bye. See you next time.